What it do is your boy TC, and this is the King Talk Podcast, episode 13. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all across the board, man. Make sure you like and subscribe for updates on new episodes. Also, once you finish this video, if you want, leave your comment up under the video. Tell us what you think. Episode 13, man. We coming along good, ain't it? Yeah. It's been cool. Just been chilling, getting ready for the 4th. You know what I'm saying? It's that time of the year, man. Shit, fire them grills up, niggas. Fire them grills up down there every other weekend. Shit, it's summer, man. What you expect? You know what I'm saying? But other than that, nigga just been chilling. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to, when especially like around like a holiday, like say Black Friday, all the stuff, holiday season, your Christmas shopping on. A lot of people like to talk about, shopping local, supporting small businesses, supporting your friends that you may know that got a good business going. You know what I'm saying? All that good shit. But you don't necessarily have to wait till the holidays to do that. You can support your friends all year round. But it's a couple things that I noticed that make me want to shop local. Then some things that make me don't want to shop local. Basically the number one thing for me for shopping local is probably gonna be the type of products they offer. If I'm shopping local, that means I'm not worrying about the name, brand, and all that extra shit. The product, it's got to be like a specialty item that I can't necessarily get, at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Probably like, it ain't got to be like, and a lot of people, when they think of novelty, they think of like, sex stores and all this shit, buying sex toys. It ain't necessarily got to be that type of thing. Just like a store that just specialize in some shit that you ain't gonna find nowhere else. It can be t-shirts, it can be music, it can be just I don't know, like some art or some shit. Just stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Just have some good shit that I can't find nowhere else. Another thing that'll get me in, which would get anybody in to shop at any store, I would say probably be hospitality. Basically the way you treat the customer. And with that, it's all about, just act like you give a fuck about the customer concerns. You know what I'm saying? Even if, shit, hell, you don't even remember their name once the folks done left or what you done talked about with them. In that moment, it make a customer feel good when you able to connect with them, and you're knowledgeable about a product and all that, and you know what I'm saying, and you can pretty much point them to where they trying to go in the store. Just give a fuck about their concerns and everything. Ain't nothing worse though than going to a store. You know what I'm saying? You got high expectations. You heard good things about a spot. You get there and the folks treat you like shit. That'll make you be like, hell no. And thirdly, the quality of the product. That's what's gonna keep you coming back. Like I said, you don't want to go to no store, buy something, get home and feel like you just got robbed. I'm telling you, it make you feel like shit, man. Make you want to act a goddamn fool, man. So like I said, man, you trying to, open up a little small business or whatever, trying to get more customers in the city to shop with you, shop local. Just keep those things in mind. You always want to let the customer leave feeling satisfied. I mean, that's how you keep them coming back. Now, some things that's going to pretty much keep me away from shopping local. I would say a lack of hospitality, of course, like we just talked about. A lack of knowledge. You trying to sell me some shit that you don't know nothing about. bad quality of the product. We talked about that. Yeah, that's, them the things that's gonna keep you like, well, you know what, I ain't fooling with you. And a lot of times you'll try to support these little businesses or whatever, and it don't even be worth fucking around with, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you depending on what you buying. You may be buying something that's like, look, man, I got to have this, I got to be on point. If you can't give it to me like Walmart, them gonna give it to me, then I'm gonna take my ass over to Walmart. Shit, you know what I'm talking about? But yeah, keep that in mind, man. Keep that in mind. You want a nigga to shop local? That shit sound hood as hell. If you want folk to shop local, man, just make sure you take care of the customer. One thing for sure, everybody want to get paid. I don't think we can argue about that. Everybody want to get paid. Everybody want to get their monies, them checks, under the table, through the government, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody want to get paid. But everybody don't want to put in the goddamn work. You know what I'm talking about? Under supervision, most people are good workers, good managers, good friends, good husbands, good wives, and so on. But why do so many people lose their integrity? When they boss ain't looking, when they friends or spouse ain't around. Is it human nature? Maybe. People, I believe, just don't like rules. People don't like to be assigned rules and regulations. It just that's you just think about from a child. What a child want to do, what the fuck they want. You have to put their ass in line. But as we become adults, we just primarily want to do what the fuck we want to do. I don't care how you try to put it. You know what I'm talking about? But a lot of times we try to apply rules to other people. We want people to do right. we want the motherfuckers at McDonald's to make our food right or whatever. But say if the motherfuckers mess around, hand us too much change back, or put a little bit extra in the bag, what you gonna do? Pull the fuck off. Hell, I know I done did it. That's just how it go. We want to assign rules to folk, but we don't want to play by the rules. That's how it go. You know what I'm saying? Just look at politicians, the rich, the powerful, the people with status. Why is it so hard to have integrity? It's basically people, you know what I'm saying, we like to lie to ourselves. For once, we'll lie to ourselves, convince ourselves that, hey, we doing right, we can't do no wrong, it's gonna be all right, they're gonna be okay. Just think about it. Come Monday morning, you go to work, you got a situation, you tired, it's 3, you get off at 4. I ain't finna do that shit. I'm not, man, fuck that shit. I can hear it now. I can hear you now, goddamn. But shit, I done been there. Sometimes you just don't give a fuck. But people, I think, in general, don't value integrity. We pretty much like to, rationalize our situations based on situational behavior. Whereas and I seen it, and it's sad to say, I done seen it so many times in the healthcare field. Like, a lot of people like to talk about racism and all this stuff, prejudices and stuff like that. When, to be honest, everybody, just about everybody, done been in a situation where they done did some shit that you could probably categorize as probably borderline racist or borderline prejudice. Just how, like we was talking about, people shopping local and stuff. A lot of times these folks with these businesses or whatever, they see a certain type of individual walk in there, and they gonna give them their respect. They already know they about business, about how they carry themselves. but then you let somebody else come in there, you size them up, feel like, oh, they ain't gonna say nothing. They ignorant, they don't know better. So I'm finna make this shit easy for me. I guarantee you, I challenge yourself. Just pay attention when you go to work this week. Just look at the shit you do and how you do it and how you react towards people. Everybody do it, and it's sad. And I say a field where it's really, really fucked up at, where you really shouldn't be doing that shit, is in the healthcare field, man. That's people's lives and shit. And, and to come in that motherfucking room and feel like, oh, cause this person is a certain type of demographic, or they're a certain type of intelligence, come from a certain type of social background, their lives don't matter. And I'm not just talking about like on no black and white thing, because I done seen folks did it to white people that they felt like that was low class, just like they'll do it to black folks that they feel like is low class. It ain't necessarily about the color. It's about class, man. Like, say you got a patient, motherfuckers feel like, oh, this patient ain't got no family, like nursing homes and all that good shit. Feel like, oh, this motherfucker ain't got no family, they don't care about him. They treat him like shit. I say that to anybody. You got family dealing with having to go to hospitals and all that shit. Keep an eye on your kinfolk, man. Keep an eye on your kinfolk. Because if you don't give a fuck, a lot of times these doctors and folk, they not gonna give a fuck either. And some people might feel like, whoa, how could you, hey, all right, nigga, hey, you ain't gotta take my word. Just take a look around, goddammit. I'm telling you, integrity is at an all-time low. And it ain't just healthcare, it's across the board. Just the way motherfuckers commit business. Motherfuckers just want to check. That's all it is. Motherfuckers want to check. They want to, do their thing, get their money, so they can go on back to their life. They don't. And I think the problem is, it goes back to people with this idea of, I'm trying to get this money. I'm gonna tell you like this: beware of a motherfucker that first thing come out their mouth is, I'm trying to get this money. Cause a motherfucker that's trying to get this money, he don't give a fuck about what he do. Cause he done told you what he about. He about getting his money. And that's regardless of if you get your satisfaction out of the transaction or whatever. It don't matter to them. They just getting their money. Just think about it. A motherfucker that just want to get to the money, they gonna do any and everything. They probably ain't got no morals. So think about that shit, man. Like I said, integrity, and that's something that I always talk, because I just noticed that, man. It ain't just the young people either, because older motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck either. It's across the board. I challenge myself and I challenge everybody. You got a job, be grateful that you got a motherfucking job. Put your motherfucking best foot forward with your job, motherfucker. Cause if the shoe was on the other foot, you were laying up in that goddamn bed, on your sick bed, need some help, need somebody to give a fuck. You gonna want them to give you the best service too, goddammit. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
To a stripper. First I had to tip her 20,000 ones. She said I'm the I said I'm the bitch.
Hey man, just want to give a round of applause for Yo Gotti. He just had the 7th Yo Gotti birthday bash this past weekend. And they said that John was on point. He had Rick Ross there, Meg Thee Stallion, I believe Yellow Beezy was there too, and also Master P, the legend P, he came up there, gave a tribute to Nipsey Hussle, one of our fallen soldiers in hip hop, RIP. But overall the show was great, man. It was a good show. It was a good, brought the city out as usual. Gotti, he gonna bring the city out, man. They coming out for Gotti for sure. I think the highlight of the show, my man pants caught on fire while he was performing. You know what I'm talking about? And that kind of got everybody talking or whatever. And but I think the highlight of it was the fact that the man pants caught on fire But I mean, he spin moved up out of that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like he, you know what I'm saying, man? Spin move out that hole like he on Madden or some shit. Like fuck this shit. And I'm talking about handled it in a real cool fashion. Didn't panic. You know, if that was me, I would have probably stopped, dropped, and rolled and been looking for the fire extinguisher. I probably rolled my ass about the stage. You know, but he handled that shit like a G, you know what I'm saying? You know, the hype man, you can tell the hype man was concerned though, you know, when he was still rapping the lyrics, but he was like, nigga, do you know you on fire, goddamn? But the nigga was cool, man. But overall the show was cool. Master P, he one thing he stated that was memorable is how he believed Gotti and Dolph, you know, they need to come together and everything, and you know, squash the beef and all that. Which yeah, that'd be great for the city. That'd be a great one thing about Memphis. One thing I say about my city that we done missed out on a lot of is good collaborations, man. You know, just imagine if we could have got some of them dope collaborations back in the 90s, man. That would have pushed us off into the forefront, you know. But you know, the Memphis mentality has always been fuck them niggas, I'm finna get mine. So, you know what I'm talking about? That's the Memphis mentality. But you know what? I feel like honestly, maybe the thing is that Memphis, we probably haven't generated the type of artists. I always say artists like that. Nigga be saying artists. It's artists, goddamn it. Nigga stay putting the S on artists. Hey, I've been on one. But yeah, we don't really generate those type of artists that have the egos to be able to I don't know, maybe support each other and move around with each other in the past. I believe these new artists that's coming up now, they I don't feel like they probably have a problem with connecting with each other. And a lot of these problems be from the streets. They don't be having them to do no rap shit. It be from the street, you know, street shit or whatever. And it just spill over into the hip hop. But to be honest, I'm okay with Yo Gotti and Dolph doing their own thing, doing their own shit in their own lane. Some things just not meant to be to go with each other and everything. You know, you got some artists where they do their own thing, and that's it. You know, but at the end of the day, it'll be love though, man. If we can get Gotti and Dolph on the same track, man, oh yeah. Or fuck that. Just imagine if we could have got both of them on the track back in the earlier in this decade, say around about 2012 and shit, 2010. Man, woo. Oh shit, only time will tell, I would say. But yeah, Yo Gotti birthday bash, man. The shit was dope.
No!
So, one thing I noticed about the media, social media, and just people in general, is a lot of people are obsessed with the ins and outs of other people's relationships. You know, especially, I hate to say it, but your friends be the worst ones. Your friends, see, that's one thing about friends. Friends know how to play their position. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, a lot of people just be nosy. You know, they ain't gonna just come out right and ask you about what's going on. They gonna be weird, real subtle about that shit, and before you know it, you be done told your friends any and everything about your relationship. one thing I feel like that need to be common, and I'm not telling nobody how to move. You move how you want to move how you feel you need to move. But I feel like what go on in your relationship, that need to be between you and the person you in a relationship with. And if you got a friend, it's okay. Everybody friend not gonna be in no situation or no relationship and all that good shit. You gonna have single friends. People go up and down in life. You might be on, the next person be off, and then you might be off and they be on. That's how I look at it. But for your friends, your single friends and all of that, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have friends to be in relationships too, to be nosy. But for the most part, a real friend, I don't feel like is gonna be asking you about what's going on in your relationship. 9 times out of 10, if y'all were friends before you got in a relationship with somebody, that means y'all had things to talk about before that. So I feel like, if you want to tell them about something, that's cool, but be real short, real brief about it. And if you're having problems, I just don't feel like it's a good idea to involve your friends. I just don't. That's just my common belief. I feel like you should be working on where that person you're in a relationship with, they should be more moving into that best friend column. So where that person you in a relationship with, that's your best friend. That's your partner. That's your ride or die. You know what I'm talking about? That's who got your back. Now, it's not that you replacing your friends that were before this relationship. It's just, if you trying to have something solid, you know what I'm saying, you got to build it on solid foundation. Sound about right? Sound about right to me. I don't know about you. But yeah, a lot of people want to know the ins and outs, and it's just not friends or whatever. It be motherfuckers don't know you, ain't never hardly had a conversation with you, but they want to know what's going on in your relationship. Now, of course, celebrities have that, and that's to be expected with a celebrity. People want to know any and everything that's going on with a celebrity, but why the fuck you want to know what's going on with regular Joe and regular Sarah? Why you all in they goddamn business for, man? Now, in my opinion, I think a lot of people want to know what's going on in other folks' relationships is for validation. They want to feel like that their relationship is the shit. They want to feel like their relationship is right, and the only way they can know that their relationship is right is by hearing some shit going wrong with your relationship. So then they can say, y'all, no, see, mines don't do that. Mines don't do this and that and all that, for validation purposes. And I feel like if you really that concerned with somebody else's relationship, then you got some insecurities going on with your shit. Trying to figure out what the next person doing don't necessarily qualify your relationship as being good. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, they need to figure that out. And some people want to know what's going on in your relationship so they can validate their reason for being single. Especially now, that's where your friends, especially with well, I ain't gonna say that with men and women, that sometimes the ones that be single, they'll be like, see, that's why I ain't in a relationship, because I can't deal with this and I can't deal with that and all this shit right there. Like I said, validation. That you gonna hear that a lot. Family members and friends do that to you and everything. But that's just people nature. And another reason why motherfuckers do that shit is basically, folks just fucking nosy. Folks just nosy, man. Folks, they don't got no favorite television show. They probably ain't into sports. So they look for you for entertainment. So you bring your ass to work talking all this shit about, oh, my so-and-so don't do this and my so-and-so don't do that. I can't stand that mom and all that. Oh, they love that. They popping the popcorn while you telling your goddamn life story. But the moral of the story is keep other folks out your shit. If the shit gonna go bad, it's gonna go bad regardless. but you do a whole lot better when at the end of the day, the only person that you got to get to understand is the person that you in a relationship with. Trying to get kinfolk to understand, friends to understand, co-workers to understand, that just make it a lot more harder for you. So keep other folks out the shit, man. Hey, man. What is colorism? What is that? What is colorism? I got you. I'm finna find the definition right now. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, here we go. Colorism. Colorism is a discrimination based on skin color. Also known as shadism. Is a form of prejudice or discrimination in which people are treated differently based on the social meanings attached to their skin color. Now, I don't know about how white folk move and all that. I'm pretty sure they may have something similar, but not to the degree of what's going on in the black community. I come from a family where we got many shades. I mean, we got dark skinned folk, dark brown, light brown, light skin, what you call it? I call it butterscotch, red. We got a little bit of everything going on in our family, So when it come down to things like that about feel like you a different type, cause the end of the day, cause we all black at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck how you try to put it. We all black at the end of the day. But some people really have issues when it come to the shade of your skin, man. I hear a lot of people say that light-skinned people are treated better than dark-skinned folks. Then I also hear that dark-skinned people are more accepted than light-skinned folks, meaning some people may look at light skin like like you ain't real black, you ain't 100% black. Then you got some people may look at, oh, you dark, you not good enough, or you don't look good enough, cause all types of little situations motherfuckers that try to conjure up or whatever. And then I be thinking to myself, like, at the end of the day, us as black folk, we gotta stop treating each other like that, man. Because at the end of the day, now, there's nothing wrong with preference when it comes to dating, because I can't shame you into dating a certain shade of women, or just like a woman can't shame nobody into dating a certain shade of men or whatever. At the end of the day, when it come to dating, shit, you date who the fuck you want to date. Hell, that ain't got nothing to do with me. But at the end of the day, we talking about respect. How you treat each other, how you move around each other. You know what I'm saying? Equal opportunities and things. And I think a lot of times with this whole colorism thing, people simply just want somebody that looks like them. They want to see somebody they can identify with. It's almost like colors. Like say like as a child, you know what I'm saying? You had these little kid shows come on. You may have like some superheroes or something, and they may dress up, and all of them got they own color. You got the red hero, the blue one, green one, like on some Power Ranger shit. Yellow, pink. They had a different color. So it was representing a different color across the board. So then if your favorite color was green, you identify with the green character. If your favorite color was red, you identify with the red character, and so on or whatever. And I think from a child, and as you grow up, say if you dark skin, you know, you want to see dark skin representation, you know, even though somebody being light is black too, but you want to see somebody that look like you. I get that. And when you light skin, of course, same thing. They want to see somebody that look like them too, somebody they can identify with. And it's pretty much nothing wrong with that, because I think that's a human thing. White people want to see somebody that look like them. Chinese folk, Mexican, across the board, they want to see somebody that looks like them, being represented in things or whatever. And at the end of that, I think it's just about equal representation. When we do these black films or whatever, I mean, you can show a different range of black people. You know, it ain't always got to be light, or it ain't got to be dog. Mix that shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? Give everybody an equal chance to be represented. And even when you don't see yourself represented, that ain't an excuse to hate the others, because at the end of the day, we all black, man. We all black. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something that's gonna take time. You know, we got to repair that, how we look at that shit. You know, quit hating your light-skinned chicks or your light-skinned, your light-skinned dudes or whatever. Stop hating your dark-skinned chicks. Stop hating your dark-skinned dudes. And everybody in between, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, watch that shit, because it's stupid. It's fugazi when you think about it.
Everybody just calm down. Count of 3, we're all gonna put down our gun.
You know, my favorite part of the work day is when it's time to clock out. God damn it. 5 minutes before clocking out. But you know, the crazy thing about it, when it be 5 minutes before it's time to clock out, that seems like it be the longest 5 minutes of your motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? But we got my favorite segment of the day. And that's just basically what we just talk about, you know, ways of just helpful things that could help you out in your life or whatever. And I'm gonna talk about you know, saving money, 7 saving methods that, you know, could possibly work out for you. You know what I'm saying? Number 1, which sounds obvious, you know, save a certain percentage of your income. Meaning, you know, you get paid before you pay them bills. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you a tither, go ahead and pay God. You know what I'm saying? Give me 10%. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it straight up. But after you done took care of that, pay yourself. I feel like, honestly, and when I say pay yourself, I'm not talking about go spend your money on no fuck shit, because once you done did that, now you done ran out of money. And them bills still right there. But I'm saying pay yourself, meaning set a little something to the side for yourself. And don't do it like just off the dome. Write this shit down. Say, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm finna, out of every one of my checks, I'm gonna take $20 out there, John, set it to the side. That's what you do. And it take a minute, for your money to stack up or whatever. But just however you can afford it, you know what I'm saying? Some people can do 50, some people can do 100, you know what I'm saying? Some people can only do 5. But take what you can, set it to the side, you know what I'm saying? And just let it stack up. The second one, which that's pretty much the same thing, save a set dollar amount. Alright, another one here is when you buying stuff with cash or whatever. One thing that I like to do, honestly, I don't like really buying stuff with cash, because when you buy with cash, man, you had to bust them dollars, bust them 20s, and have all that change and stuff. And man, don't nobody want to keep up with no quarters and nickels and dimes and all that shit. But what you could do though, get you like one of them piggy banks or one of them electric things to count up the change when you put it in there, and just set your change to the side. You don't necessarily know how much you got, but you know what I'm saying? Say, okay, I'm gonna save all my change up for the year. You'd be surprised how much change you have left over. You know what I'm saying? And you can put that towards a vacation or something, or put it towards a a big purchase or something, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, every bit, every penny count, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorites though is participate in savings challenges. That's where and I seen one on Facebook the other day, but I'm gonna just give you an example. Well, okay, I remember how it go. All right, what they did basically, they got them some envelopes, right? I think they got like I want to say 50 envelopes. Okay, you got 50 envelopes, and then on each one you write a number on that junk going up to 50. So there's 1, 2, 3, and eventually you're gonna get to 50. All right, so what you do is, I guess you put the envelopes like in like a shoebox or some shit, and every time you get paid, you pull an envelope up out that junk, and then whatever dollar amount is on there, you put that amount in there, and then you just set it to the side or whatever. You keep doing it for a certain amount of time. I think they said for like 6 months or whatever, or until basically you done ran through all your envelopes. And by the end, you gonna have about almost what? I think they said a little bit over $1,000, maybe $1,200 or whatever. And if you do it for the year, you will have about, what they said, shit, I think it was a little bit under 5. But that's a good way to save for your vacations, man. You know what I'm saying? Put that money in the envelope. That nigga said envelope. What the hell is that? Put it in your envelope. And just pull it, man, and stack your money up, man. You'd be surprised how fast that money stack up on you. The next one here, it says buy in bulk. Okay, so you know you could I guess instead of just going to the store and buying one package of ketchup or just buying one thing of deodorant or whatever, you know, but get your twin packs and shit, you know what I'm saying? Usually with them twin packs, if you buy them like that, you pretty much be saving on them individually than if you had to just bought them individually, you know what I'm saying? You buy 2, and you get a little discount on them or whatever. Yeah, that's a good little way to save some money. Also, debts. You know what I'm saying? Try to pay off them debts the best way you can or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Little simple stuff, you know, it ain't no but a couple hundred, you know, go on, knock that out. Go on, knock that out, man, you know what I'm saying? Because the less you owe, the more you can put back and save, you know what I'm talking about? So, and also, lastly, avoid impulsively buying shit. Now, I know women have a problem with that, or can have a problem with that. Some dudes do too. Some dudes, every time some goddamn joints come out, they got to buy some damn joints. Some females, it ain't even got to be nothing came out. They just got paid and said, fuck it, I'm finna go buy some shit. Go buy this, you know. Just watch how you spend some money. And I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of times, you know, in the past, I would say, I get paid and I been spent shit $200, and I'm like, damn, where the hell did $200 go? I ain't even buy shit. Done spent $200. It don't take much. I'm telling you something about them hundreds. It don't take much to spend no $100, man. $100 gonna burn just like a 20. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you just have to be mindful of how you spend your money. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So them just a couple of life hacks, and I got a lot of these ideas off lifehacks.com. 7 ways to help you save money. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, episode 13, man. Finally come to an end. But we'll be back next week. Finna go and get this grill situated. You know what I'm saying? Get some more charcoal. I tell anybody though, you know, you finna barbecue on that grill, get you some Jack Daniel's wood chips, man. Some Jack Daniel wood chips, man. They had your meat on point. I'm telling you. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Check out my boy Jay Patron on Instagram at Sipping on Patron for all your Memphis skits or whatever. You know, but it's been fun, man. It's your boy TC. We'll see you next week.